Hey friends, I'm Angela.
And I'm Marcy.
And this is us.
In the garage.
Bring it in. Boom. Welcome everyone to your virtual cigar lounge. And we are going to do a cheers to something a little different here.
I know.
We haven't actually had wine on the podcast
No,
yet.
but it's a good choice. I like the...
Yes. As I always ask, please comment below. Do you like 19 Crimes? We love it.
What are you drinking?
Yep. We love it. So today, there's a couple different... this is the dark red.
Oh, good one.
This is 2020 dark red. The Banisher. The Banished.
Yeah.
19 Crimes. This one's a good one. They have a couple different... And you know how, like, for those that don't know, Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart partnered with 19 Crimes.
Yep.
And they have some nice blends. Have you tried?
I love these glasses.
Theirs? Yeah. Isn't the coupe fun?
I love it.
We're going to cheers with this. I could feel like it's Gatsby on New Year's Eve.
It's funny.
Is that good enough?
That's good.
Okay.
Can always pour more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll be doing that. Nice red wine in January. That will keep us warm. Okay.
Right.
Thanks for coming to the Puros and Music Podcast Garage.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
And cheers to you out there. Nice. That's a nice one.
I did a very fun. Actually, we're gonna cut light, right?
Yeah.
We're getting right into it.
Yeah.
All right,
You
so
can talk. You can talk. Well, I'm gonna say, we're gonna cut and light. We're here for Cigars and More, right? Your virtual cigar lounge. So we're here for that. So what I'm smoking today is the Camacho. This is the Camacho Ecuador. I'll put a picture. Can't see it right. Oop, everything's coming out here. What do we have here? The wrapper is Ecuador Habano. I can't talk.
Habano.
I got like all these different accents. All right. Ecuador Habano with an earthy Brazilian binder, and the filler is Dominican and Honduran. And I'm going to do my trusty V-cut that I love. But while I cut this, what were you going to say?
Did a very fun photo shoot quite a while ago. It was a best friend's, I guess they called it a horror shoot.
Everything.
And my bad, as I completely rock the table, throw everything. Listen, the wine was saved, folks. The wine was saved. So a friend of mine contacted me, and it was like a link to somebody had done this horror photo shoot with their best friend, and she's like, I need to do this. My friend and I want to do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I love...
Like with the whole thing on the face, the outfit,
they
and
went a little...
the background?
Tell
me about it.
They went a little differently.
Yeah, teach me about this
the
horror.
Woman, I had never done one. I said, whatever, I'm game for any fun little photo shoot. So...
also, for those that don't know, we're talking to Embrace Images right here. Come on. She's our professional photographer.
Her friend was just going through a divorce. And so they went the route of basically a murder.
Oh, goodness.
So they bloodied their clothes and their face. They literally were taking like a paintbrush and like fake blooding themselves. We wrapped a tarp with looked like a dead body. And we're walking through a park with this wagon, and there's an axe and this tarp what looks like a body, and people are looking at us like, what the hell is happening? But anyway, they brought the 19 Crimes, which obviously fit perfectly.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I had tried it, and I'm not a huge wine drinker. I can certainly enjoy a glass, but I don't often go to the store to purchase. But this was the first time I was like, I could definitely go and pick any bottle. Actually, I think it's all good. But yeah, that was a really fun photo shoot. We had them pretend they were, we had a cinder block, so it looked like they were going to throw them into the pond with a cinder block. It was interesting.
Yikes!
It was very interesting.
That's a horror shoot for sure.
It was. It was a lot of fun. There were shovels involved, and
yikes. Are you going to put any of these photos on your website as like examples, or
they didn't end up on my website. I think they were on my they were probably on my social media page.
Okay, I got to check it out.
I'll have to I can send you a couple to post. Yeah, just two best friends committing crime. But listen, if you're going to bury a dead body, you want your best friend next to you, right?
Yeah. You're ride or die. You're ride or die for sure. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. So I have a cigar from the luxury cigar box. It's about the only way I get my cigars these days. If you're not familiar, it's a subscription-based cigar club. I have the core, which you get 3 cigars every month, and they choose. They're always good.
Yep, we love the luxury cigar club.
So this is from the December box. It's a very pretty band. Is that an owl? It's like an owl. It's called the Lilith. It is by
Lilith Fair.
Lilith Fair by Sagrado. It's an Ecuadorian wrapper, and the binder and filler are Dominican. And I like it. She's just a little guy.
Yeah, that's a cute ring gauge. What's the ring gauge on that? Does it say?
It does. I'm gonna just use my trusty old guillotine.
Oh, I just hit the mic.
We're
straight cut. Yeah, we're usually you like the straight cut. I love the V cut.
When I can actually get it straight. That is not straight. And that is okay. This is a 5x43.
All right. So while she's cutting and lighting that, we'll do some housekeeping. Like I say, if you're listening on Spotify, thank you. Forgive me, I just hit the mic. Send an email, authenticallyangela@gmail.com. Let us know what you like to smoke out there, or comment below if you've had the Camacho, or if you're part of Luxury Cigar Club. Shout out to Chris and Ben. They do an excellent job. I love, in some of my reviews, right, I've talked about the appearance is part of the matrix, right, of the rating. So Camacho, look at that band. It's like,
guy.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that. It just, you're holding it, and it's just a nice vibe. And now I heard a couple things. So I think this is actually like not true, but it's like a cigar myth that's out there that oh shoot! Just see, the name flew out of my head. I gotta look it up. They say that Catherine the Great didn't wanted the band. There wasn't, I guess in the early days, there wasn't a band on a cigar. Okay, and then she wanted the band so that she didn't get her fingers on it or something, or the smells on her fingers.
Oh, interesting.
But they say that Catherine the Great is why there's a band on a cigar. But I think actually that's a myth, not a real... but that's,
Is it on the internet? Yeah. It's gotta be true.
It's gotta be true. But it's one of those things, you're telling war stories, ghost stories around the fire, and people will say, there's a band on a cigar because of Catherine the Great. It's like, I don't know if that's even true. But anyhow, this Camacho is a cool band. But the thing of it is I love a lot, I think almost everything they put out. They have the Triple Maduro. I think I listed Camacho as one of my top cigars, too. Check out my video, Top Cigars of 2023. That's on YouTube. That's a fun one. Camacho, if you haven't smoked that brand, they're cool to check out because they have the Corojo, they have the Connecticut, the Triple Maduro, if you like Maduro. That's a nice one. Have you ever had a Camacho?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, these are nice. I've never actually had, maybe one time, if that, the Ecuadorian. This particular Camacho. I don't know if I've had this, but I like to try new and different ones here on the podcast. As do you, because if you're getting them mailed to your house, then most times it's the first time you've had it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
This is spicy. This is a spicy one, guys. Wow.
Cool. All right, so what are we talking about today? We have a lot of things to unpack. So again, it's January, right? And we were saying about like winter sports and hockey.
Hockey.
So, have you always loved hockey, or you had an opportunity to go?
I mean, I've always liked hockey. I just like the fast pace. I like we're a big football household. And football I like too. I mean, I like the big hits. I kind of like the rough and tumble of it. But hockey's just like, it's constant. It's just constant.
Yeah.
And
I think that's why I love it too.
yeah.
Just the gliding back and forth of like, and they go so fast.
They do.
I love when they skate backwards.
Oh, but we had the opportunity to go see a local team. It's like the semi-pro.
Yeah.
There, it's a union league here in the Hudson Valley, and I guess I can say who they, right? Yeah, the Hudson Valley Vipers. Shout out to them. It was their home opener last night.
Oh, cool.
It was a blast. It was an absolute blast. They won 9-3. Now, ironically, they were playing a Boston team. So
you guys were all in. Yeah.
I'm from Massachusetts.
You could have been cheering for.
It was the group behind us too. Whenever there was a penalty, they were chanting, "Boston sucks, Boston sucks," and Doug and I are like, "Can we just like say like the Kings suck?" Like shouting Boston sucks. We were a little torn, but no, we definitely supported the home team. It was fun. There were some great fights.
Fisticuffs. Did they take their gloves off and throw them on the ice?
2 of the fights they did. Yes, and then
because there's more fights, I think, in the farm. The baseball calls it the farm team.
The farm team.
So
yeah,
the hockey
league.
calls it union. You said.
Mm-hmm.
You think there's more fights in that league as opposed to the pros, or just?
I don't know, honestly.
Because there's more like penalty in the pros, like the NHL, like when they have to sit out and stuff. They probably don't want to lose their top player.
I think there's a little bit more at stake in the pros.
Yeah.
But there was definitely you could just tell that there were a couple players that wanted at each other in the first period.
Yeah.
And then during the second period, there was a nice fight. We definitely got a box on that one. And then in the third period, one of the Vipers got ejected, and as he's leaving the ring, he's like holding his fist up with just like bloody knuckles. We're like, yes, this is what we came for.
Yeah.
But it was exciting. It really was.
A live game is everything.
It really
especially
is.
when they're doing fisticuffs, because it's like you don't get the same like feel when you're just watching it on TV.
Yeah,
especially when you saw the guy like going off with the bloody knuckles.
Absolutely.
You're like, he's right there. He's 20 feet away.
Yep. It was a lot of fun. The fans were totally into it. Yeah. And
I love hockey fans.
Mm-hmm.
They might be like just a tick up from like more robust than a football.
But I think hockey players are just a lot of fun. Yeah. They're really good to their fans. Yeah. And it was just a fun night, It was definitely all right. Okay, it's a little breezy here. If you can't hear that,
we're gonna edit that. Wow, that is good thing I.
Goddamn doors really came off.
They would have came blown right off.
It was a fun night. It was a really great time, and it was we need more things to do here in the Hudson Valley. So it's a new league, and you should definitely check them out, the Hudson Valley Vipers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with an ice rink in my town. Like literally, I could walk to it. It was very close because Grumman's. Now, have you heard of Grumman's? Well, first of all, they make, I think they might still make, you'll see some U.S. postal trucks with the word Grumman on the truck.
Oh, okay.
So, but they're famous for, in World War II, they were making the Navy jets. They were pumping out jets.
Okay.
In Bethpage, where I grew up.
Okay.
For the war from Grumman's. So they had a government contract. But anyhow, they're a big company. But what it is because of the way they were in my hometown, to kind of like be welcome there, so to speak, and kind of quiet the people of the town of like, because now it's known, and it's very bad actually, that they dumped all of their jet production chemicals, like literally.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's this whole thing, like the plume.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's really bad actually. But when I was a little girl, of course we didn't know that, and we're talking a long time ago. But what Grumman's did was they gave our town the ice rink, the community pool.
They bought you off.
The community park. Yes, they did. We had all the
Wow.
bells and whistles because of Grumman, and that's a fact. But what it was, so I literally a couple blocks up the street could walk to our ice rink.
That's very cool.
And yeah, and it was wild because also on Long Island, I feel like hockey was like hockey and lacrosse. I just felt like in my whatever it was, maybe still now too, it was very in to like like up here, like when my kids were small, it was like everybody played soccer. Like
Yeah.
my kid, like it was like right. So
Yeah.
like if my kid wasn't on the soccer league in town, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
But like in my day, it was like everyone played hockey, and my brother even like he's been on skates since he was like 5, and he played hockey until he was like an adult in like the Masters League.
Sure.
Yeah, so that was really cool. But anyhow, so just growing up there with the ice rink and the Long Island, the Islanders,
sure.
New York Islanders. And my day was Pat LaFontaine, so I'm definitely dating myself. So it was just really cool. And then but in high school, like we had, that was like the it thing to do. Like we would go to Friday night skate.
Ah, okay.
Because also, like, did you grow up with like roller skating as the it thing? Because I had that too. That was definitely my generation of the roller.
My grandparents, there was a bowling alley that they basically ran for many, many years, and it was later turned into a skating rink in Worcester, and all of my aunts worked there. So when I was young, like 7, 8, 9, that's where I would go. You know, they would go to work, and we would just be able to skate whatever. My cousin and I would go there, and I don't know. So I kind of feel like when I was a teenager, we didn't do much of that.
Yeah.
I can't ice skate to save my life. I've been on skates, but I need like the walker, you know, as you cross the ice.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think because we had the rink right there. Basically, it was across the street from our high school. It just was a thing for us. But yeah, so that by default, I became a huge hockey fan. So, like I was saying, I like when they skate backwards.
Yeah.
And they just twist around.
These guys were really good. There were definitely some, you could tell they were they were there for a reason.
Yeah.
It was good. They were good players.
Cool. Yeah. Hockey's cool. All right, so what are we talking? Well, again, with the Puros and Music podcast, we're definitely going to talk about music. And like I said, I'm really bummed about that whole copyright thing. I get it. We're not trying to steal anybody's music, this and that, but we can't play it. But we're going to talk about it.
Can we all just get along?
I mean, you can't even play like 3 seconds of it.
That's so bad.
But anyhow, what makes, but anyhow. So whoa. Okay, welcome to the garage, folks. Wow. Okay, there's definitely like 60-mile winds going on out there. These barn doors, I like roped them. They're gonna fly right open.
Okay.
But you were talking about this new band that I should check out, and you played a little bit of it, and I'm gonna become a new fan. Check them out, CAAMP, right?
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
I have to say, I don't know how new they are.
Right, not a new to me.
New to you.
New to me, and new to you, kind of. You said no.
Sort of.
No.
It was a couple of years.
Oh, okay.
It might have been like a year or two ago.
Okay, that you first discovered them.
Yeah, I mean they were.
Well, I just discovered them today.
They were on Alt Nation. The song came on.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. CAAMP. CAAMP. No.
CAA.
Oh.
MP.
CAA.
2 A's.
MP. Check them out.
They're great.
They are. They got acoustic and electric guitar sounds. Yeah,
definitely a folksier vibe. So when it came on, I was shocked. But I guess that's kind of what you think of alternative. You think a little bit more
Blind Melon?
more, Blind Melon.
What's that other band I'm thinking of?
Death Cab for Cutie. But then that station will also play like the Lumineers and the Gorillas. And so,
I love the Gorillas.
Yeah, so it's...
love
I mean, I guess I'm not really surprised. But if you hear the song By and By, it's not a heavy song. It's not... I guess it's definitely an alternative. But anyway, I fell in love with the song. I looked them up, and they're one of my go-tos.
Yeah.
It's just a great, easy listen in the background.
Yeah.
Fun music, very unique voice, and...
sultry, maybe, would you say?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Maybe not.
I mean, some of their stuff you could definitely throw in the bluegrass category. But...
Yeah.
So it's not your parents' bluegrass. Bluegrass.
Oh yeah,
it's not your.
No, she played me a clip, and I don't even know if I would say they're bluegrass. Would you? You would?
I think maybe some of their stuff.
Yeah.
Not all of it.
Yeah.
It's a fun listen. It's just easy to listen to.
Speaking of that, that reminds me kind of like the jam band category too, like the way they were playing the acoustic guitar. Because and I always say how much I love Bert Kreischer and his podcast. Check it out too. Every single episode, go back to 2016 because man, it's good. But he introduced me to a band called Goose, which I never heard of. Do you know Goose? You gotta check them out. Now, these are the things that kind of like when you first hear something, sometimes I'm like, really? And then sometimes when you hear it like either the third time or even the fifth time, you kind of like it grows on you.
Yep, absolutely.
And you love. So like he interviewed Goose on his podcast, and they're a jam band, but they kind of like when you first played me Camp, that I kind of thought of that band. Yeah, okay. And so yeah, they're a cool band. Check them out too. But
I actually I came across
they're different.
Buddy Guy. Have you heard of Buddy Guy?
Yeah, isn't he famous?
He's famous. Yeah. And unfortunately,
but is he country or he's rock?
He's he's blues.
Okay.
He's blues.
Yeah.
It was an episode of, I think it was In the Heat of the Night. I think that's what it was. My dad used to watch that show, and it was at the end of the episode, the song came on, and
from Buddy Guy.
Yes, and Bonnie Raitt.
Oh, I love Bonnie Raitt.
Sings on it as well.
Love Bonnie Raitt.
And the song is called Feels Like Rain.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved the song. And when I looked him up, I was like, oh my God. And he's been like a favorite of mine since In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah.
It was big. I'm going to date myself.
Yeah.
So it's amazing sometimes how you just have to hear one song that you would in out of context, right? And then you're hooked for life.
For sure, because we were talking about how much we love Metallica, but like you could go from one genre to the next because it's like, I don't know, I feel like with music, and maybe with almost all things, kind of like food, right? Like I feel like people shouldn't like kind of pigeonhole themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important to kind of try new things.
Sure.
New flavors with food, and I feel like it's important with music to definitely hear other stuff. Like, maybe not just say like, oh, I love country music, or I don't, because for me, even way back in the day, I was very hesitant to let country music in my life.
Yeah.
Because I also like very much so played like hard, like at the time, like in the 90s when I was into Pantera.
Sure.
And like all those type of sounding guitars, and people would be like, country was like kind of doing that mainstream crossover thing. And I mean, now it's here. It's totally here.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was like, and I'd be like, really? And then now I'm definitely a fan of full country music, which I never would have, like, when I was 14, I would have never thought.
What's hilarious, my niece was singing a song. We were up there for New Year's, and she started singing the song, and I was like, I love that song. And she's like, right? And she's like, I don't even know who sings it. And I said, Chris Stapleton sings that.
Oh, his voice, though.
And you would categorize him as country.
Yeah.
But damn.
Yeah. No, he's excellent. Excellent.
Crazy good.
He's got such a voice.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, play anything but country.
Yeah, right.
Don't sell it. Don't.
Yeah.
You're going to miss out on a lot of good music if you're going to say, don't play any of that. Listen, I don't like...
I agree.
all blues. I don't like all classical. I don't like all jazz.
Yeah.
But
some of it,
some of it you just
for sure
it hits you. So
yeah,
you gotta let it in, people. Let it in.
Okay, so this Camacho, I'm picking up some nice citrus notes, a little bit of like a floral. This has like it's kind of like complex flavors. It's a little different. I would say it's maybe, for lack of a better word, not creamy. Just so, to help describe it, it's definitely a little bit spicy, citrusy, definitely peppery. But all in all, I'm enjoying the Ecuador by Camacho.
I love it. I just want to get this wine and cigar because I love the combo.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, this is a nice little, the cigar can rest it on the coupe glass.
Yeah, right? Oh, I don't know if it'll fit.
No. What,
I spoke too much.
How do you feel about that cigar?
This is good. This is definitely, now, I don't think I've ever had as much of a peppery
Yeah,
taste.
this is peppery.
Very like a cinnamony, like it hits you in the back of the throat. Take that how you'd like. I don't know.
Well, all right. So last night I was. Oh goodness! I have to. Poppy Cooks, I think her name is. I'll have to put it below.
Oh, I have to check her out.
Yeah,
now.
we
I'm
have
so
to.
excited.
Yeah, on TikTok, Instagram, this and that. I think she's a real chef, not just. She's in a chef's coat, but I have to do a deeper dive on what's going on with her. I think she's from England, which I don't even know. Like, I don't know what part of like Europe she's from, but like Scotland, England, this and that.
But what does she cook,
Oh
Angela?
my God. I'm trying to give some of her background. I'm trying to be true to her and really describe her as who she is. Anyway, Poppy Cooks. I'll put it here. She makes like potatoes, okay, if you ever do you know Men with the Pot? Do you know them?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's another one. Men with the Pot.
Wait, do
on
I?
Instagram and TikTok, of course, I think.
I might have seen some of their stuff.
I'm telling
yes,
you.
I've seen some of their stuff.
Okay, these two sites, I'm gonna put them both up. The guys, they cook on a cast iron thing, and
Yes.
that's amazing. So I've been following them like for easily 2 years, and I just discovered this lady who does like basically just potatoes.
I love it.
Okay, and it's like mouth-watering stuff.
Oh my God.
And yeah, so she makes them like 100 different ways, the ways I've never even heard of. And so last night we had baked potatoes because I was craving a creamy, fat, big Idaho potato, right? So we got the sour cream, I got the chives, this and that. We had, right? That was like my dinner, like just 2 giant spuds.
Done.
Yeah,
it's the best.
With a little bit of what I make Brussels sprouts on the side. But so Jen had me cracking up. So we were singing last night our own stupid song. We were like, she goes, "You're gonna drive to Idaho and you're gonna interview a potato." She's like, "What's your next interview on the podcast?" I'm like, "Dude, a potato."
Yes.
Anyway,
Mr. and Mrs. It's going to be fantastic.
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
So good. I can't wait to follow her.
Yeah. So shout out to you.
Well done, Poppy.
Poppy, take this potato and cook it in ghee. Smothered in butter. So damn good. But so anyway, on that note, and you know what? A potato goes good with a cigar.
Really?
Well, think of okay, not bar food, because in a cigar lounge. Okay, Carnegie Club in Manhattan.
Okay.
Have you ever been there?
I have not. You've talked about it.
Yeah. It's a great nostalgic, classic cigar lounge in Manhattan. They do live music where they replicate, like there's like a guy that sings like Frank Sinatra.
Ooh.
Yeah, they do. So but there, like, you could get like the pommes frites. Like they have little foods too, like not really, I wouldn't call it bar food, right? Because it's a lounge. It's fancy, so you're sitting in like the club chairs and but they bring you, it's very fancy, really good eats, like the charcuterie and the nice big fat olives you're enjoying a cigar. But I also like that little bit of like that combination of like the whiskey with like a salty perfect fry, the pommes frites with the cigar.
Okay.
So I'm telling. This
Alright,
lady.
So we'll make this happen on one of our episodes. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we should have like a plate of fries. I should make homemade. Yeah, because I'm telling you, like, so this lady with the potatoes, I was like, this kind of goes with like cigar.
Yeah.
Like it's just like tremendous.
We need to find Poppy. Poppy, we'll make room for you over here.
Well, she's like over on the other side of the pond.
Hop on a plane. It's not
We'll have to do a Zoom. Hey, do you like cigars? For her.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's true.
Maybe.
We like potatoes. Do you like cigars? Let's be friends.
I'm gonna put up a spud, and a spud plus cigar equals a heart.
Carve out a hole, stick a cigar in that potato's mouth, and call it a day.
You could remember how we used to carve potato stamps?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. It was like, this is stuff we did before phones, guys. We
had to entertain ourselves, okay?
So we could carve out like a little cigar holder out of a potato.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I love it so much.
Anyway, so we're gonna probably do some more would you rathers, but before that, there's another question. Again, back to the Birdcast. I was listening to his most recent one.
Okay.
Sorry, what were we gonna say?
No. We love Bert. I can't.
Oh, is he there?
Here he is.
There he is, Bert.
Hey, Bert.
We love you, Bert. Reach out. I would love to have a cigar with you.
Oh my god.
I tried. There was he last year, I think it was, or maybe 2 years ago. He played in Rhode Island, and there was a cigar lounge close to the venue.
Right.
And the dude, like, we were DMing and stuff on Instagram, and he was like, "Bert came to our lounge," and I was like, "Well, I saw Bert recently up in Albany, and I was like, but you know what? The weather was terrible. It was like pouring buckets of rain." So, because I had to, get back on the road. It was like a river on the throughway.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I literally was like, ideally, if the weather wasn't so crazy, I would have stayed at like the stage door and waited for Bert Kreischer and be like, dude, gotta have a cigar. But I think he would have. But anyhow, on his podcast, he just dropped Balthazar Getty was his guest. Now, Getty Images, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't even know, like, I knew of his face and stuff because he's in, like, a lot of hit movies from when we were younger.
Yes.
Do you know of him?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in classics,
Yep.
like Young Guns or something. Yeah. So, and there's another Lord of the Flies or something, or he's in some old-timey classics, and he's still, So, but I was like, I didn't make the connection.
Oh, okay.
Now, did you get Bop magazine? Remember, like...
Yes! Oh my god, I remember Bop. All of those.
Yeah.
Teen and Sassy and Bop.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god.
I know. That was I mean, right? So before you could look up stuff online, you had to get Bop magazine with all So
I
the
had
teen.
them all on my wall.
Me too. Yeah. Chad Allen from Our House. Super blonde kid that was so cute and so handsome. Yeah,
Kirk Cameron.
Oh yes, he was. Yes,
Yep.
Yes, and Balthazar. So
right.
he was just on, right, and he was talking about I don't know. I don't know if he has his own podcast too, but he was talking about he likes to do this with his group of friends and ask the bizarre 5 or something, the top whatever. He asked everyone these 5 questions, but one of the questions were, if you were deserted on an island, what genre or type of food or category of food would you want to eat? Meaning, right?
Sure.
So if you just said, well, I'm going to say Italian, but if you just, right? So, am I saying that right? So if you only could pick, you could pick not a food, not just chicken cutlets,
sure.
but the whole
Mexican,
right? Yes,
Japanese, Chinese
right?
food.
Because then you have the whole menu of
Okay,
right.
got
So
it.
if you were on a stranded island,
Okay.
Play along with us at home too. Comment below.
Okay.
What category type of food would you choose? If you could only choose one.
I do love Italian food.
That's the number one.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of what would be, because unfortunately I think American food, right?
That's it. Yep.
Has been, but I think there's so many overlaps.
Yep. Like fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yep.
if I can have that, I want my burgers and fries and steak and
What you can't have with Italian. You can have meatballs, but there's no hamburgers.
Right.
So you're saying you would want a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
So you would say American?
Yeah, I think I would say American. Yeah.
Yeah. See, now Bert said Italian because he would want the meatballs, the pasta, this and that, and I said Italian. Well, I'm Sicilian American. But Balthazar said Japanese because he was like, oh, but they have the eggs and the breakfast foods like in their menu, right? But I was thinking like, and so he said you could be more versatile with that because you still have like the noodles with them too. But
okay,
yeah, but I was thinking like, but okay, what if there was a cheat code of like Italian? But to make the pasta, they use eggs.
That's true.
So I was like thinking, well, if you split up the ingredients, can I make scrambled eggs?
Yeah,
but
that's
still
right.
Eat my meatballs, lasagna, and stuff, and chicken cutlets.
You have to. There are some rules, right? That you have to break this down for me. Are we going with here are the ingredients to make your Italian food or your American food, or is it here's your burger or here's your penne alla vodka?
Right, and not like break it down, you mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, and also with like American burgers, the egg on it is a trend. So you still get an egg.
That is the best after a night of drinking.
Oh, I love
so good.
I love the egg on the burger. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, so that's a tough one, but I mean, it's just a go-to for us, you know. I can usually find something on any menu. Pardon me. I just hit the mic. But certainly Doug is he's a burger man.
Yeah.
It's a go-to for us.
My boys are too. I make some nice, do you like to cook with cast iron in your house?
We don't, no.
I love it.
I should, because I make a good smash burger, and that would be good on the cast iron.
Yeah, yeah. And I like to take the tips from, the Food Network stars like Bobby Flay, Ina Garten, right, Rachel Ray. I learned from that to put like a pat of butter. So I put the burger on the cast iron on my stove. If it's all year round, if you're making right. So if I'm not outside on the grill, of course. So because my kids love Mama's burgers, but when I flip it, I put a little, not even like a huge pat actually.
Okay.
I put some butter, but when I do the flip, I put it on the butter, and then you hit a little salt and pepper. Perfect.
I'm gonna try it.
Burgers. Yeah.
Gonna try
the butter makes. I think it makes it like.
Okay.
Actually, you can put as much as you want, really. As much butter, because I sometimes see like if I watch like Gordon Ramsay cooking. Do you like him?
I don't do cooking shows.
I
mean, I know I do. I mean, who doesn't know Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah. But he put like when he's like a pot of butter, he puts like it's like it's like
half a stick.
So, but when he's making burger, like he has some really good burger recipes.
We do a lot of rice bowls with meat with the like soy and hoisin sauce, and that's like the ponzu. I mean, but if that's see, those are all different varieties, different genres.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Well. If American would be like 85%, then you would pick that for the desert island.
Yeah.
And I would say Italian.
Yeah.
Because even if I couldn't get like a pancake in the morning, I think I'd eat lasagna for breakfast for sure. So there's that.
Hold it up, put some syrup on that bitch, and just call it a day.
Oh, I've done that. Have you done that with Elf, with the movie Elf? You know
God, that's right.
I've done that. Have you tried that? Oh, you have to try that. You have to put maple syrup on spaghetti.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. It's actually good.
Okay.
It's actually good. Yeah, no, it is. Because it's like that sweet and salty combo. It's almost like, right, like a chocolate-covered pretzel vibe.
I will take your word for it.
Yeah. I've done that, and I love it. But you know what I do? It has to be on angel hair pasta with red sauce, and then I'll do the maple syrup. Usually just around Christmas time to just be like Elf, but it's good.
With the sauce?
Yeah, that's what yes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it's like that sweet and savory. It's like that salt and
All right.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
When you try it, text me and you'll be blown away.
Next Christmas.
Yeah. So, and then let's do one more question from the Bees R5. So him and Bert talked about, again, on the deserted island, if you were only able to watch one movie, what would it be?
The Fifth Element.
I like how quick you answered that. Because, yeah, why? Is that motivate, hype, what? Entertain? All the things,
for sure.
The
I
Fifth
mean,
Element, yeah.
it's just a stupid, silly action movie. It's, it's got the big names. Like I said, it's got humor and it's a cute little love story thrown in there. Yeah, that is, it's just one of my absolute favorite movies. If it's on, I'm watching it. I don't care if it's, the end scene. I'm watching it till the end.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool.
It's got Luke Perry in it.
Yeah. How could you go wrong? What's it gonna be, Bren? Him or me? Name that show.
Oh.
Can you? You can.
90210. Come on now.
That was me. She's taking a puff of the cigar. I knew you would. I knew there's no
it was
other.
Rhetorical.
I know, but I picked because, like you said, if the Fifth Element comes on, you'll just keep it on and sit in there and watch it. Because I just saw, I think they had Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Okay, sure.
Just come on. This is like flaking a little bit. So I realized that's my answer because I couldn't get enough.
Really?
Yeah, because a couple things too. Like it has action. Mm-hmm. It has that old timey it's like that mystery of the Rock. Get the gem in the
yeah.
Turn the key and unleash worlds. But the thing too is Angelina Jolie. I'm sorry, but that is just she's so hot. So it's like if I was gonna be stuck on a deserted island, I could watch action, and get that cool storyline, and also be visually entertained.
There you go.
So that would be my deserted island.
All right.
Movie pick.
Fun.
For sure.
What would yours be out there in internet land? I don't even know where it's going. What do you got for me?
Okay. So we'll do one or two more would you rathers. Okay. These are funny, weird, whatever. So which shoe would you rather wear every day? Pink Ugg boots or pink Crocs?
Oh, jeez, Louise.
I mean, come on. Who wrote these?
I'm not a Croc hater.
No.
Honestly. There's some people they're like, I'll die never owning a pair of Crocs. First of all, they make some adorable Crocs. But I think I'm going to have to go with the pink Crocs.
No, you mean the... Well, I didn't know where you were going with that. Were you dissing Crocs, but then you'll go with them?
No, I'm not... Yeah. I will wear Crocs.
Okay.
I'm not one of those that can never... but if it's forever...
Yeah. No, yeah. Every day. Yep. Yeah.
Because at least...
Would you rather...
I don't want to wear the Uggs in the summer. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, see, I picked Uggs, which my brother, when they first came out, he used to say Ugg for ugly. I think Uggs are cute, actually.
Yeah, I don't mind
all
Uggs.
different, but they do make Ugg boots, because I was gonna say they do make an Ugg like a Croc. Have you seen those? They make their own version.
Oh, I didn't know
but
that.
But it did say Ugg boots, so I picked the boots only because of the reason that the Crocs are open. And
yeah, you can manipulate that, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, see? It's smart thinking. Smart. Would you rather wear a tracksuit every day or never be able to wear a tracksuit again?
I don't think I've ever worn a tracksuit in my life.
Oh, I love tracksuits.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna sport some on this podcast.
Please do.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah. Oh
please
my
tell
God.
me it's velour. Please tell me it's velour.
Yeah, I put let's see, what did I put? I put never be able to wear a tracksuit, even though I love tracksuits, but because then you could wear jeans and sweatpants. So, but tracksuits are cool. The new they have new, better, trendy ones.
Oh my gosh, I would never even that would have never entered my mind to wear a tracksuit.
Well, remember, like, back in our day, I don't know, you might have been, like, 9th grade or what have you. Like, there was the Juicy Couture, was it?
Oh, yes,
Or
okay.
I'm probably saying that wrong.
Couture.
Yeah.
Juicy Couture. It's okay.
We used to just joke and call it the Juicy Couture, but those were, like, they were swishy, right? Weren't they, like, weren't those, like, there were certain, like, when Vanilla Ice was cool and...
Oh,
it was like
right,
a tracksuit,
right.
but it was like...
Yes.
See, now that I don't like.
Yeah,
No. But that was in.
Right.
When, like, Zcav Ruchis were in.
Yes.
And those Juicy Couture. We called them the Juicy Couture.
I guess I didn't realize they made that. I mean, I just know Juicy is like more of a...
Like the brand.
Yeah, like a sweatpant almost more with Juicy right on the butt.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no,
That's
the tracksuits
awesome.
I'm talking about today are like more like an Adidas pant or something more comfortable, or like what you'd see like an Olympian wear as they come down with like
See, I think of like
with the flag.
Tony Soprano.
yeah, maybe that's why I love it so much. Right back to my mob roots.
Oh, fun.
All right, so we're gonna close this. Anything else?
I am good. It's a good time today.
Well, as always, thanks
for
for
having me.
coming.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you out there for joining. Okay, so this is our Irish toast, and this is how we're going to close it. Take it away.
Say it along with us. There are good ships, and there are wood ships.
Ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. Cheers.
Cheers, my friends.
Au santé.
And that's a wrap.
That's it. Thank you, and we will see you
Next time.